Telmadu, and I am back for another do for you video. Welcome to 2020, and remember to like and subscribe and follow me on all of my social medias. They'll be down below. Anyways, as you guys can see from the title, we are going to be talking about zodiac signs. What turns off a zodiac sign? What would turn you off? If you want to turn off a zodiac sign, this is what you gotta do. Okay, you feel me? Okay, so the first sign that we're gonna be talking about is Aries. Just be a boring person. Like when it comes to Aries, they're like kids. They're bubbly, they're everywhere, they're always playing around, they're always all over the place. If you want to turn off an Aries, just make sure that you're boring. The second thing that you should do is make sure you don't challenge them, because they love to be challenged. Like, their minds love to be challenged. So if you don't challenge them, they're gonna be bored of you and they'll find you so freaking boring, and like they're gonna go. And the next thing you can also do is just criticizing Aries. Aries hate criticism because they feel like they know everything, or like they're better at everything. So when you criticize them, it's like you're dropping their ego, or how do I say that? Yeah, something like that. You get what I'm trying to say. So the next thing that you could also do is ignore them. An Aries loves attention. So if you ignore an Aries, you are like gonna make them feel so little and so small, and they're eventually gonna be turned off. So the next thing you can also do is that be a very slow person. Be slow at everything. Aries is a fast person. They have fast brains. Their minds are so fast. They are like very fast. So if you are slow, girl, you're gonna turn them off. You take hours to make a cup of coffee. If you're just slow, you walk slow, everything that you do is just slow. You're gonna turn off an Aries. The next thing you could do is, like, you could also put them second. They love to be number one because they love to win. So if you put an Aries second, they're gonna feel so intimidated, and they're gonna be like turned off and go. They also don't like to be told what to do. So if you tell an Aries what to do, they're gonna be turned off because they feel like, bitch, I know everything. Okay, so if you tell an Aries what to do, they are going to be turned off. So the next the second sign that we're gonna be talking about is Taurus. These are one of the people that I have no, but that's just how I feel about Taurus. All that emotions, whatever I showed. So the first thing you could do to turn off a Taurus is simply just be an unstable person. A Taurus loves stability. So if you're very unstable, you're gonna turn off a Taurus, and they are gonna go. So the next thing you can also do is be a very unreliable person. Show them that you can't be trusted. You feel me? Like, they are really gonna be turned off. The next thing you could also do is just if you're scared of commitment, or like you can't commit, if you're taking a very long time to commit to a Taurus, you're gonna also turn them off, and then you're gonna go, because they love that commitment things. Okay, anyway, the next thing you could also do is that if you tell them to change their minds, because they believe in what they believe in, and they feel like what they believe in is everything, is the truth, is better than what you know. So if you since they're also stubborn, they're very stubborn. Like, if you try to change their mind on their belief or something like that, you're gonna also turn them off. The next thing you could also do, the last thing you could also do is just don't be just be like a dirty person. When you're like untidy, you you smell bad, your breath smells like your butt, like just not you're not a high, like, what do you say, how do I say it? You're not a clean person. They are gonna be turned off. Excuse me, the light changed and I'm probably like very yellow right now. Yeah. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about is Gemini. That is me, baby. So I have a whole lot of things to talk about, but I'm just going to mention a few because I have to be fair. You feel me? So the first thing you can do to turn off a Gemini, just make sure you're a very dumb person. Like, you don't have any like intellectual sense. You just dumb. Just be dumb. You don't know shit. You don't know anything happening around you. That is gonna turn off a Gemini, because we love to learn. The next thing you would also do is just be a boring texter, or just be boring. A boring text, or you just don't know how to text. You see, that is also gonna, because we need to stimulate our minds. You feel me? Like, if you're boring at texting, you're gonna get bored and won't even reply, because in the first place we struggle with like replying to messages. Is something that it takes us a very long time to reply. When we reply to your text message, it means we care. So if you are boring at it, you're not gonna bother to reply. You feel me? Stimulate our minds. The next thing you can be is be a simple person. You know, we don't like simpleness. We love complications. We love where we are complicated. You feel me? So it's like, because we love to be all over, like, keep my mind busy, like, you feel me? Like, and you're always simple. You have the same routine every day. We are going, because we hate like things that repeat themselves, like, or with the same routine and everything. I'm like, what are you? No, boring. And we'll go. The last thing that I'm gonna talk about is try to hold back a Gemini. If you hold back a Gemini, that is also gonna turn them off, or like turn us off. Because let me say, we have to be free. I mean, we are air signs. You feel me? Like, we need to be everywhere. Now, if you hold us back, we are gonna go, baby. We are running away. You feel me? The next sign that I'm gonna be talking about is Cancers. Yeah, Cancer. Okay. So with Cancer, the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you are very disrespectful to everyone. Like, you disrespect the people around you, or like you disrespect your neighbor, or you just disrespect somebody older than you, or like your parents. That is gonna turn off a Cancer, because really they're like the mothers. They have this mothering nature, like this. Feel me? So if you like disrespect your parents or like the people around you, they're gonna be turned off and they will go. The next thing you could also do is that you try to manipulate a Cancer, because they don't like to be manipulated, because they are very fragile. These are like fragile people. Like, they're so fucking fragile. So they will come and tell you everything, and then for you to come and just manipulate them, that is gonna turn them off. And the next thing you could also do is that just forget the little things. These are people that value dates, things like dates, like your birthday, like their birthday, or like the first time you met, the first time you got a kiss, the first time y'all hug, the first time you breathed in their neck, the first time you blink twice while staring at them. They take notes of everything. So if they ask you, like, when did we start dating, and you don't know, they're gonna be turned off. And they love honest people, like, so if you're also not an honest person, you're gonna turn off a Cancer. The next sign that I'll be talking about is the Leo. This is one of my favorite signs. I love a Leo friend. I love Leos. I feel like we get along very well. So the first thing you can do to turn off a Leo is just treat them like they're not kings and queens. They love to feel like they rule. You feel me? So if you treat them like they are not queens and go like they come, they're gonna be so turned off and go. The next thing is that you could do is, like, if you're always a depressed person and you always sad, a Leo doesn't like that kind of energy. That will drain them and they will bounce. They want you to be happy. Like, they're like, bitch, why are you always sad? Why are you always crying? Are we crying about this again? No, like a Leo, they don't like that. They don't like that. You're gonna scare them off and they're gonna run off and go. So if you want to turn over a Leo, just be one of those depressed people. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about, that I'm gonna say, is that just be a liar. Lie to them. They'll be turned off. If you lie, they'll be turned off and go, because they love honesty. And just the next thing you could also do is, like, if you don't like to be sexy, you don't put in a lot of effort in how you look and how you smell, they're gonna be turned off and go, because it's like they love to see, and when they see, it's like that just makes them feel some type of way. You feel me? It makes them feel good. So if you look bad and you like smell bad and you don't even put in effort on how you look, like you just wear the same t-shirt every Friday in the same shoes, that is gonna turn off in Leo, and they will go. They also love people to be themselves. So if you're like fake around them, you're gonna turn off a Leo. If you're also very bossy, that is gonna turn off a Leo, because they feel like they have to be the boss. You feel me? Yeah. The next sign that I'll be talking about is a Virgo. This is I feel like when it comes to Virgos, we're like good friends, but when it comes to the moment where we have to be like intimate, or like we have to be like in a relationship, or we can talk very well, but when it comes to we just don't match, and we never work out. Yeah, so talking from a Gemini's experience. Anyways, the first thing you can do is like, if you're somebody that complains, and like you complain about everything that you don't like, or things that don't work very well in your life, and you do nothing to fix it, that is gonna turn off a Virgo, because these are people that love to fix things. I don't know what's wrong with Virgos, but they're perfectionists. You feel me? So it's like they feel like, okay, now why are you not doing anything about it? You've been complaining about this shit for the past 2 years, and you're still sitting here, you're not doing anything about it. You're gonna turn off a Virgo. So the next thing you can also do is have bad hygiene. That is gonna turn them off, because as I said, they're perfectionists. They want you to smell good, they want you to look good, they want you see. Yeah. Then last thing not the last thing, second last thing you could also do is like waste their time. These are people that value time. A Virgo is always on time. If you say we're gonna have coffee around 9:30, they're gonna be there around 9 o'clock. They will sit the 30 minutes waiting for you. So if you come around 9:45, that means they have been sitting there for like almost like 45 minutes, and you're like wasted their time. And they're always busy people. They're always busy grinding, hustling, and all that shit. So it's like you're wasting their time. They could have been making money. You feel me? The next thing you could also do is like, if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do, like I'm gonna do this for you, or like I'm gonna do this, and you don't do that thing, you're gonna also turn off a Virgo. The last thing is like, if you criticize a Virgo, because they try their best to be perfect. You feel me? So it's like they like things to be perfect. So if you criticize them, it's like, really, I thought I was trying my best to like keep this shit perfect, or make it look perfect. Now you're out here criticizing me. That is also gonna turn them off. The next sign I'll be talking about is the Libra. If they don't like drama, so create some drama for them. You feel me? If you create some drama, a Libra is gonna flee, because they don't like drama. If you like to argue a lot as well, and if you don't like harmony, like those things will make a Libra flee, and they will be turned the fuck off, and they will go. And you can also, if you're always talking, but if you're always taking but you never give back, that will also like turn off like Libra, because they are giving people. They love to share. They will give you, like Libras will give you, and if you don't give back, that is also gonna turn them off. If you're always a grumpy person, a very sad, you have always a sad and ugly face around them. You're just never happy. You're never bubbly. You're never laughing. You're just always sad in your feelings. You are gonna turn off a Libra, because they are very childish. They're very playful. They're air signs. It's also an air sign, so I know what I'm talking about. And they don't like it when people take their time. Like you see, like it's just the same as, I wouldn't say the same as a Virgo, but they just don't like it when people take their time. Like you take your time to do shit, like that is gonna turn them off. So the next thing you could also do is like, if you don't have any mental essence, they are gonna be turned off, because you need to stimulate their mind as well, since they're like also air signs. The next sign that I'm gonna be talking about is the Scorpio. If you are a very secretive person, and you don't like to get deep, like a Scorpio likes to get deep. They love that depth in everything, like be it mentally, be it sexually, be it like physically or whatever. They just like that depth. So if like that, I mean that, yeah. if you don't get deep, like, they're just gonna be turned off and like fly. If you're a very deceitful person, you can't be trusted, you're always talking bad about people, they are gonna be turned the fuck off and they will fly. If you're always being in their businesses and like in your business, and you're always negative, you don't have anything positive to say about what you're doing, that is also gonna turn off a Scorpio. They love to be number one, so if you put them second, just like an Aries, you're gonna turn them off. Okay. Try to control a Scorpio. If you control a Scorpio, you are gonna turn them off and you're gonna go. If you want to turn them off a Scorpio, I mean, as I said, just try to control them, they will flee. The next thing you could do is if you are not an open-minded person, you know, like, because they are like very open-minded beings. One of the most of my friends that are Scorpios that I know are very open-minded. Like, they like to like look at the other side of the story, like, and you know, they're like, wow, this actually makes sense. They're not like stuck on one thing like the towers, you feel me? Like, so if you're not open-minded, you're gonna turn them off. And the last thing that I'll see, like, so if you're always lying to like a Scorpio, they're also gonna be turned off, because they see right through people. A Scorpio, like, I feel like when they like, they have you ever had like an eye contact? Like, when that Scorpio is looking at you, it's like they look in your soul. It's like when you're lying to a Scorpio, it's like they know that you're lying. So if you want to turn off a Scorpio, just make sure that you lie to them. The next sign that I'll be talking about is the Sagittarius. If you try to hold back a Sagittarius, no, these are people that love to be free. They love to explore. They love adventures. They love all their good stuff. So if you want to turn off a Sagittarius, just simply hold them back and that will turn them off. And if you also tell them that they can't do this, you should do this, no, that is going to turn them off, because they're like, but I don't want to do that, okay? So you can't tell me no. That is also going to turn them off. If you're always stuck in your own belief system, you know, like, just like the Scorpio, like, if you're not open-minded, they're going to be, like, so turned off. So, they value honesty. And, yeah, so if you're not honest, you're also going to turn them off. And if you disrespect their tradition and, like, or like where they come from, that is gonna turn them off. If you don't like to look at the bright side of everything, or like when you're in a situation that is gonna, or when they're in a situation, that is also gonna turn them off, because, you know, these are very optimistic people. Like, so if you want to turn them off, don't be optimistic, just be like, don't look at the bright side. Just be like somebody that is not trustworthy. That is also gonna turn them off. The last sign that I'll be talking about is, no, the second last sign is the Capricorn. Yeah, the first thing you could do to turn off a Capricorn is just they hate people who don't have ambition. So don't just have ambition, you are gonna turn off in Aquarius, because these are very ambitious people. They have a plan for their life. They know, like, I'm gonna finish university, from university this is what I'm gonna do, from this they like have their lives planned. Like, these are people with ambition, you know, you feel me? Like, they know what they want. So if you don't have ambition, you're gonna turn off a fucking Capricorn. The next thing you could also do is like if you like to make a scene, if you like to create drama, like, because, you know, these are people that value their reputation. It's like, they feel like they have class. These are like people with class. It's like, every Capricorn I've met is like my grandfather is a Capricorn. I know what I'm talking about. Their man has class. So if you start drama or you start weird things, he's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? So, yeah. They value, reputation. So if you want to turn off a Capricorn, just be a very loud, dramatic person that likes to create drama everywhere. That is gonna turn them off. The next thing that I'll say is that they hate people who don't value time. Just like the Virgo, they like value time. They are gonna be on time, you know, because these are people that every Capricorn I've met, I feel like they know what they want. They are somewhere in their life, or they're about to get to a certain level in their life. So if you don't value their time, they could be spending this time grinding and making some money, and you're out there being late. You're out there being late and things. That is also gonna turn them off. They don't like to be rushed. And this, I'm telling you, a Capricorn is very weird person. It's like they want you to value their time, but they also don't like to be rushed, because they feel like if they say they're gonna be there within 30 minutes, even if they're gonna sleep within the next 20 minutes, and they will make sure that they will be there, you feel me, on time. But if you are there with them, you're gonna feel like excuse me. So sorry for that. They're gonna feel like, why are you rushing me? Because I already know that I'm gonna do it, and they always deliver it. But if you are there, sorry, this is what I wanted to say. If you are there, you're gonna feel like they're not gonna do it on time. But in actual fact, they are gonna make sure that they do it on time. The next thing you could do is the next sign that I'm gonna talk about is is an Aquarius, right? Yeah, that's the only sign I didn't talk about. This is my last sign. I love me some Aquarius. These are cool people. I love Aquarius people. They're very weird. Just be racist. The first thing you can do is be racist. That is gonna turn up an Aquarius, because they don't really care about. So if you're like racist and things like that, you're gonna turn off an Aquarius. The next thing you could also do is just someone who's boring. If you don't like to think outside the box, you feel me, that would turn off an Aquarius. If you also don't have a vision, like you should have some vision if you want to impress an Aquarius. If you don't have some vision, because these are visionaries, people. If you don't have a vision, you're gonna turn them off. Just don't have some vision and you'll turn off an Aquarius. The next thing that you could also do is just, if you are like basic, and there's like if you're just a basic person, that is gonna turn them off, you feel me, like they don't like basic things, you know. I feel like, yeah, if you're just a very stable person, like these are weird people. Anyways, let me just say this: if you're like very stable, like something I realized about an Aquarius, like always like the people that don't like them. So if you're like that person that like them, they're always all over their face, and they're gonna be turned off by that. They like it when somebody acts like they don't like them, but they like them. Like the Aquarius is a weird people. I don't even understand what they want sometimes. So the last thing that I'm gonna say, if you're like, if you like to express your emotions all the time, I get you, I get it. You can explain and express your emotions, but they feel like you don't have to overdo it, because it's like, they're like, because they can also be emotional, but it's like they also don't like people that like to express themselves too much. Like every time you're always just in your feelings, you're always like, they don't like that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias at Telmadu Chozo. Until next time, guys, peace.